Hey there, buds, and welcome. Big Tim has entered, and I would like to share with you some of my drunken times. One time in particular, it was a great time. We've all had our drunken moments that we love, that we hate, that we really can't remember but really wish we could, because you never know what the hell you did. I've had a few. Now, one of them is my most awesome memory I could ever have. And now all of this was told to me by my friends who were a little more sober than I was, and actually one of them wasn't drinking that night. And I can honestly say I can't remember what happened in particular after a certain point. I do remember what they told me the next day, and I was just like, wow, what the fuck was I thinking? So, I was at my first party I held out on the reservation. It was for my bro's lady. He was out in college, and she just turned like 17 or 18. I was like 15, I think. And, my uncles bought us a keg. I had a place where we can drink without cops, so, there's people drinking on the reservation, of course. So decided to have some fun. We also decided to get 3/5 of vodka, some nasty ass like Worcester Schmidt vodka, some German vodka with some Boone's Farm to chase it down, and some natural ice just to kind of clean it off. Because we thought there's like five of us, five of my good friends that I had through high school. Shit's cheap, so when you're in high school, you gotta buy cheap. Anywho, so we're out at the party drinking straight from the bottle and just chasing it down with the chasers. We didn't have no cups or anything. We're just going straight with the bottle, passing it around. Brought a little backpack out there, and it was like right behind my house, so we just walked out there. We eventually separate, and I hook up with this high school chick. We kind of just disappear in the desert. She's all scared, saying, "Oh, the coyotes, snakes are gonna get us." And I dropped this smooth ass line, like saying, "What did I say? Oh, don't worry, I'm native and I'm one with the desert." And man, it was like, woo! By this point, I was buzzing pretty good, and my Mac Daddy game was on, so I was dropping lines left and right. So we eventually started making out, and I was all over the place. I was buzzing pretty good, chugging on the vodka all night, and I think my tongue was a little bit drunker than I was because I was moving all over the place. I would like lick up, and then it would like go down or right, and just like it was going all over the place. I honestly licked this girl's entire face while we were kissing. I just like did like a whole twister around the world on her face. So we're just kissing, making out. I was grabbing her ass, smacking her ass, feeling on her boobs. She had some nice boobs and everything like that. We're just making out, and all of a sudden, some dude started calling her name, and she kind of took off, kind of scared, like it was her boyfriend. So I could care less. I was fucking drunk, and I just had mouth sex, and I was pretty fucking happy. Like, who gives a shit? He's not gonna know nothing. She ain't gonna say nothing, cause some dude would have stepped up to me. I would have broke his neck, native style. Oh yeah. Anyways, wandered back to the party, and noticed we still had 2/5 left, and only beer to chase it down with though. So we started, chasing with the beer, chasing with the beer, and just taking it straight because eventually we ran out of beer to chase it down with. And then like as the night went on, the fire started dying out, and I remember us going to a tree. It's like a small tree, and then like me being the smart guy, I brought an axe out thinking that we might have to cut down a bush or whatever, but we find this cool little tree out there in the desert, and we start hacking it down, just going at it. Me and my best friend Don started hacking it down, boom, 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 taking it down. And this thing's about to come down. He goes for like one final axe or swing, and he comes down right as he comes down, the freaking head of the axe flies off the handle. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, oh shit. No, we're both buzzing and shit like that. We just go and grab the head of the axe, put it right back on the handle, and take the tree out. We drag the tree back to the party, and we throw instead of breaking the branches off and throwing it on there, we throw this whole tree onto the fucking fire. And all of a sudden, this big ass fire just comes up. It's all raging, all crazy and shit. We're all like, oh fuck, what the hell we do? I mean, you can't really see it, but I mean, you'll see the glow. And I don't want my neighbors or like all the other natives on the reservation tripping out. I mean, they knew we were partying out there. I told them about it ahead of time, and they were cool with it as long as we cleaned up. We took out a big old trash can out there and some bags and stuff so people can just throw all the trash in. You don't want to get the desert all dirty and stuff, but I mean, this thing was fucking huge. It was humongous. We started playing around, started jumping over it and shit, and just having some fun. Fucking around, talking and stuff, and the night kind of went on. We ended up just started, drinking some more vodka straight, and we ended up finishing all the vodka and the keg, and then everybody started going home, started taking off and stuff. Now, this part we're coming up to, I do not remember. I blacked out after, the whole jumping over thing. I mean, I drank so much vodka straight and just all the shit that I was drinking. I did cake stands and stuff, and I don't remember this. This is what Matt and Joey, they were the sober ones that night, or at least more sober than we were, and, they were the ones that told me about this. Don remembers a little bit, but, other than that, I guess we, instead of walking home, we ended up jumping in the back of a truck of one of my friends, and he was gonna drive us there. He knew where I lived. We always hung out, but he had his girlfriend with him, and she was in our grade. And I guess me and one of my other friends started filling her up from the back of the truck and shit, and she liked it. You knew she liked it. I mean, she had a crush on me and my other friends since like fucking middle school, elementary school, So she didn't mind, but her boyfriend was getting kind of pissed off. I mean, he knew we were drunk and shit, but come on, we're filling up on this lady, and she had some nice little fucking boobies. I just wanted to lick those things up. But anyway, so he takes us back to my house, and he drops us off, and as soon as I tried jumping out of the car, I landed right on my face, and just like, what the fuck? And I stumble over to the side of my house, and I started throwing up. And I guess my other friend, Steven, he comes up next to me and starts throwing up in the fucking same spot. My mom comes out yelling because they're out there making noise. Get in the house, get in the house. What the hell are you guys doing out there? And I tell, I tell Don to take me to the bathroom because I had to piss. And so he takes me into the bathroom, I lock the door or whatever, and I guess I decided to take a bath for some reason. So I jump in the bath, and I guess like some time goes by, and all of a sudden it starts overflowing. My whole hallway is flooded with fucking water and shit. Don has to break open my door, go in there, turn off the water, and pull my head above water. I guess I was underneath it. I don't know if I was drowning or if I just was underneath it for a little bit or what, but he had to pull me up, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I guess I was like, I just wanted to go swimming or something stupid. And so he pulls me out, gives me a towel to try to dry off and some boxers. I put those on, and I end up passing out. Now, when I wake up the next morning, my bed's all wet, and I'm all like, what the, did I fucking piss myself, My fucking friends are all sleeping on my floor and shit, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, still pretty fucking early. My stomach was all fucking hurting and all cold from all that vodka. My head was banging and shit, and Don comes up, he's like, do you remember what happened last night? And I'm like, honestly, dude, I fucking don't have a clue what happened. I just remember making out with somebody and jumping over some fires, and after that, I'm fucking, I can't remember shit. So they explained to me and what was going on, and I was like, wow, dude, that's fucking awesome. Because A, I didn't piss myself, and B, I guess I know how to swim when I'm drunk now. I don't know, fuck. But all in all, it was a fucking fantastic night. Just hanging out with my boys, my best friends, and we fucking had a great time. Got some mouth sex and some booty and some boobies. Grabbed some boobies. It's definitely great. And after this, it's kind of signified, our friendship, and we all just partied out throughout high school. I mean, we have so many memories, and we partied hard, and man, it was awesome. Anyways, that's one of my drunken stories. Freaking pretty awesome, I think. But alrighty, buds. Hope you enjoyed my drunken story, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.